Never underestimate the power of prayer to spark war in the heavenlies. Sometimes I think that we don't realize the potential impact of our prayers. In Daniel chapter 10, we have a fascinating story of Daniel feeling burdened about the future and his people. And he begins to fast and pray day after day after day, 21 days before an answer comes. And then an angel, Gabriel, appears and tells him an amazing statement. He says, "Don't be afraid, Daniel." Daniel chapter 10 and verse 12. "But from the first day that you purposed to understand and to humble yourself before your God, your prayers were heard, and I've come because of your prayers. But the prince of Persia opposed me for 21 days." Can you imagine what just happened? Prayer brought war in the heavenlies. And he goes on and he says, "Then Michael, one of the chief priests, the archangel, came to help me, the chief princes came to help me after I had been left there with the kings of Persia." So what he's saying is this: the moment Daniel began to pray, God sent the answer. But the demonic prince of Persia blocked that answer from getting through, and so God sent Michael the archangel and his army to fight with Gabriel so that Gabriel could get through and deliver that answer. Now, I think that's an amazing story because it tells us several important things about prayer. One, God hears and God answers often from the very moment you begin to pray. Second, sometimes our prayers spark spiritual warfare. And there's angels and demons fighting over the answer, the request that you have made, the answer God wants to give you. It also is amazing in the fact that as Daniel persisted in praying, his answer got through. I often wonder, what if he had stopped fasting and praying at 14 days or 15 days? But because he continued to fast and pray, he pushed through until his answer came. And the last thing I find interesting is he combined prayer with fasting. And I have found that when it comes to spiritual warfare, you never underestimate the power of prayer and fasting to win spiritual battles. I don't know what you're praying about that could have major significance, but I want you to understand that God sends answers right away. And maybe your answer is being held up because of spiritual warfare. Keep praying, keep fasting, your answer will come.